The history of Jesus of Nazareth, who was born around the 6th to 4th year before the Common Era, constitutes the absolute foundation of the transformation of the Old Testament legal order. Jesus repeatedly emphasized that he did not come to abolish the Mosaic law, but to give it full, profound, and spiritual meaning, shifting the focus from the letter of the law itself to the inner intention of the human heart. A key moment of this theological revolution was the Sermon on the Mount, during which the breakthrough words were spoken. You have heard that it was said to the ancestors, "You shall not kill, and whoever kills shall be liable to judgment. But I say to you, whoever is angry with his brother shall be liable to judgment." In this way, Jesus radicalized the moral demands on his listeners, making hatred and anger equivalent to murder in the spiritual and ethical dimension. One of the most vivid and conflict-ridden situations regarding the change in the perception of the law was the issue of Sabbath observance. When the Pharisees, with great severity, accused his disciples of picking heads of grain on the holy day, which was interpreted as work, Jesus answered them firmly, "The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath." He acted equally boldly regarding ritual purity, teaching the gathered crowds that nothing that enters a person from outside can make them unclean, but rather what comes out of the depths of the heart determines a person's actual value and purity. The greatest revolution in social relations, however, was the complete replacement of the ancient principle of retaliation, known as an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, with a radical call to unconditionally love even one's enemies and to pray for persecutors. The establishment of the New Covenant during the Last Supper, which took place in the 30th or 33rd year of the Common Era, definitively sealed this change. Jesus then summarized the entire complex law and the teachings of the prophets in just two most important commandments: love for God and love for one's neighbor as oneself. This ultimately defined an entirely new era in the history of human faith based on grace, forgiveness, and mercy, which took the place of the harsh and relentless legalism of ancient times. Parish announcements. I would like to remind you that you can download my Ready for Heaven app for Android for free, a tool supporting the process of self-improvement. I also encourage you to read one of my several books, which are available at the Bonito Bookstore and on the Empik Go service in the form of ebooks and audiobooks.